Best records in the NBA since January 1st. OKC Thunder 53-13. Second, Indiana Pacers 46-18. The two hottest teams in the NBA are meeting in the finals. The best defense versus the best offense. Also, in my opinion, these have been the two most physical teams left in the playoffs. OKC gets credit for that, but silently, the Pacers have been playing that brand of basketball as well. Personally, I'm picking the upset. Everybody and anybody will be picking the Thunder. They will be heavy favorites, rightfully so, which means all the pressure in the world will be on them. And I've noticed the more you doubt the Pacers, the more dangerous they become. Now, for OKC, if Jalen Williams and Chet show up offensively like they did versus Minnesota, it's a wrap. They are unbeatable in my eyes with those two playing like that. But the thing is, they can be very inconsistent on that end of the floor. For instance, versus Denver, Jalen Williams shot 37% from the field, 23% from three in that series. Versus Minnesota, his numbers skyrocketed up to 49% and 46% from three. Going over to Chet, he shot 56% from the field and 36% from three versus Minnesota, and versus Denver, 46% and a disturbing 22% from three. Shea is going to do his thing, that's clear, but the Pacers are used to unguardable star players. They faced Giannis in round 1, Donovan Mitchell in round 2, and Brunson in round 3. They've shown the ability to overcome superstar performances. It's about stopping the others or keeping them in check. The Pacers' front court with Siakam and Miles Turner can match up well versus Chet, in my opinion. I also think Siakam can make life tough on Jalen Williams if he's matched up against him. I'm guessing Nembhard will get the Shea matchup, Nesmith at times as well. However, whoever is not on Shea will be hounding and making life difficult for Williams. My point is, I don't think Indiana can stop Shea, but I do think they can bring out a bad series in Chet and Jalen Williams. Can Siakam, Nembhard, Nesmith, and the other Pacer role players give more offensively than Chet and Jalen? If so, that's a great formula to win. Siakam averaged 25 on 50% from the field and 50% from three versus the Knicks. I don't think he's going to be fazed by the physicality of OKC. He's been around, faced prime Draymond Green in the playoffs and the Warriors. And one of the most underrated things about Siakam's game is he really doesn't make that many mistakes. He's not a turnover-prone player, 1.4 turnovers per game, and you must have that to stand a chance against OKC. Another huge series from him is a must for the Pacers, and I think he's got it in him. And the one advantage the Pacers have as a team is offensively, they shoot way better. During the playoffs, they have shot 40.1% from three, which ranks number 1. Meanwhile, the Oklahoma City Thunder are shooting 33% from deep, good for 13th. The Pacers have to be locked in on the glass as well. They struggled in that category versus the Knicks. OKC definitely has the edge there. If they can continue shooting the way they have shot, they definitely have a fighter's chance. The Pacers do have the potential to combat a huge strength of the Thunder, aka turnovers. Thunder are at their best when they create turnovers and turn it into offense. Pacers in the playoffs as a team, 12.7 turnover percentage, only 2 teams ahead of them, Cleveland and OKC. Their 2 most played lineups are great in that aspect. Obviously, they haven't faced a defense like the Thunder, so it could be different. I really worry for Tyrese Haliburton in this series. He has had games where, quite frankly, he kind of just takes them off. If he decides to do that versus OKC, they are going to take advantage, unlike the Bucks, unlike Cleveland, and unlike New York. And you saw the Knicks in the last 2 games of that series increased their ball pressure. He didn't respond very well. They were picking him up full court. And you better believe the Thunder will be doing the same thing, and they have way more bodies to throw at him throughout a whole entire game. Plus, they have way more effective defenders than Mikal Bridges. Tyrese has had the speed advantage versus the Bucks, Cavs, and Knicks. Unfortunately, OKC can probably match that speed. They need him to be great. Can he consistently be that is a question. It's not even about scoring. It's just about if he can get into the paint consistently and create great shot quality versus this historic OKC defense. I will say OKC has not seen a team with the speed and pace of play of the Indiana Pacers. They've been able to keep pretty much anybody in front of them a majority of the game. But with Tyrese, he's a herky-jerky, speedy player. Could he be a matchup nightmare for them? Because they usually have the speed advantage versus anyone they're defending. And something to keep in mind is the Thunder throughout this playoff run had multiple blowouts. The thing is, you look at the starting five, they have played 174 minutes, only a +5. 112.4 offensive rating, not that great. The double big lineup has been questionable for them all season long. Lou Dort looked unplayable versus Denver. Their starting five, I believe Indiana can really take advantage of them. It's really been OKC's bench that has been carrying them, mainly Alex Caruso. Honestly, he's had a star-level impact. Cason Wallace has been great as well. That duo and their second units have been powering them. Going to the Pacers, though, it's been quite the opposite. 249 minutes for their starters, +80. Does the Pacers' speed and pace cause an issue for the double big lineup? Starting wise, the Pacers should have the edge, which should help them at the start and end of games. Now, in this series, I really worry when the Pacers bring in guys off the bench. All postseason, their bench has been getting cooked. They have guys who can score, but impact-wise, they're losing the minutes. It's mainly their minutes without Tyrese Haliburton. They have played 216 minutes without him this postseason, and guess what? They are a -47 in those minutes. To put that in perspective, in 189 minutes without Shea, OKC is a +15. So it's kind of scary to think for the Pacers that OKC has been winning games with guys off the bench combined with some of their starters. Meanwhile, the main reason why Indiana has lost some playoff games is they have been so piss poor without Haliburton on the court. Their offensive rating goes from 121.6 with Haliburton to 110.4 without him. So can you imagine what their offense is going to look like versus OKC's bench units where they thrive defensively? Honestly, that is probably my biggest concern heading into this series. That's all I got though. Let me know your thoughts below in the comments section.